And it is Tech Tuesday, and just in time for the holiday season, Microsoft showing off its latest Xbox.
Yeah, and some big name companies, are headed to Capitol Hill to face off with lawmakers. Our tech expert, Greg Nibler, joining us live this morning to break it all down. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning. Yeah, as if there's not enough politics going on right now.
Right.
Unfortunately, this committee hearing that's going on tomorrow, what I want to do is just kind of give a breakdown of what it is and why it's important. The timing of it is unfortunate, that's sandwiched in the middle of things, but there's some important things that are going on with this. So tomorrow, the Senate Commerce Committee is calling 3 big tech CEOs to virtually appear before them. You're going to have Jack Dorsey from Twitter, you're going to have Sundar Pichai from Google and YouTube, and you're going to have Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook. And what they're there to talk about is something called Section 230, which can be very confusing. So I wanted to just give a basic definition of it. So this was an act passed in 1996 that Section 230 essentially is kind of the backbone of how a lot of internet service providers and companies work online. And it does this. It allows these companies to be protected from legal ramifications from third-party posts. So the way that works is, say somebody goes on Facebook and posts something slanderous and egregious, which never happens. Something happens like that. What that does is it protects Facebook from being sued over what somebody posted. Now, there's a lot of legal pushback and a lot of pushback on big tech companies about this and about whether or not some of those rulings and some of those safeguards should be repealed. So tomorrow you'll have these big 3 CEOs, 3 of the most powerful people really on earth right now, who are going to be testifying. And what to expect is a lot of politicization of everything. There's going to be Republicans accusing them of one thing. You'll have Democrats talking about misinformation and the spread of that online, which is a very important issue when it comes to voting or even COVID-19 misinformation. But the bottom line is what does come out of this, if you get past all the politics, is it's the beginning of changing of how these companies work. How we interact online is what could come from this. And that's why, to really take a huge issue and sum it up, that's why it's important tomorrow.
Okay, well, yeah.
It's an interesting, kind of gray area, right? Because a lot of people do say they have so much power, so much influence, and it's such a huge platform. They do need to be a little more diligent about policing, what's on these sites.
That's on there,
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, well, I want to hear about this next one because my husband wants this thing. He's already told me that he's going to do the payment installment thing, so he's not just spending $500 or whatever right off the top. So the Xbox that's going to be coming out soon.
Yes, and I like that option too, the $34.99 a month. So Xbox and PlayStation, getting past everything else, let's talk about some fun stuff. So Xbox is coming out November 10th, PlayStation 5 is November 12th, and both of these companies want your dollars, and they're showcasing how they're going to be working. So Microsoft showed off the Xbox Series X, what the user experience is going to be like. So this is when you turn it on and you think about you're going to have this in your living room for probably years, seeing this same startup screen. You want to know what it's like. And theirs is pretty similar to the previous version. So it's going to be familiar, but there's some really cool upgrades to it. One of them being this quick resume feature to where you can just essentially bounce from game to Netflix to whatever really quickly, almost so as soon as you hit the button, it just loads right up, which if you're used to one of the current consoles, that load time can be forever and it can be kind of annoying. So that's something that's pretty cool. They're also, though, since you're going to be buying a new console, you want to play your old games still, right? You don't want those to just go by the wayside. And what they're going to be doing is, for the vast majority of them, is they're going to be upgrading those. So they showed how you can take one of your games on the previous console, put it in, you'll still be able to play it, but they'll boost the graphics, boost the colors, kind of give it a whole new polish to it, and you'll still be able to play it, which is an awesome feature, especially if you have a back catalog of games, you don't want to lose those. So that's something cool that Xbox is doing. PlayStation's doing some of that as well, but just seeing some of the video of Xbox was really cool. And you mentioned the pricing, $4.99 for the pre-sale for the top end one, or $34.99 a month gets you an Xbox Games Ultimate Pass and EA Play Pass as well. You do pay more in the long run though, so I'll warn you and let your husband know it's gonna cost you more in the end.
I'm sure,
but it's a lot less to start off with.
Yeah,
I don't think he's deterred.
Yeah, I just think he thought it would sound better to me. So yes,
it's smart. It's smart.
Hey Greg, I know you're a huge space fan. We're almost out of time, but before we go, I know you were excited about this one this week. They found water on the moon.
Yes. So this is a quick one. They used a new thing called SOFIA, which is a Boeing 747 with a telescope on it, and they fly it up to about 40,000 feet. They did some infrared scans of the moon, excuse me, and they were able to find water in a lot more places than they thought previously, and this could have huge ramifications for future space missions as far as harvesting water on the moon. It's pretty exciting, and there's a lot of details out there that NASA put out, but it's definitely pretty cool if you think about where we're going to be going with that.
Pretty cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
The future is here. All right. Thanks as always for joining us, Greg. Always fun to catch up with you. And for more tech tidbits, be sure to follow Greg on his Twitter account. We've got all his info at coin.com. Have a good one.